Did you know that the average American household spends over $18,000 a year on things they don't really need? That's a shocking amount of money down the drain on stuff that just adds to the clutter and stress in our lives. And here's something even crazier. 84% of people admit to owning things they never use. We live in a world where convenience and impulse buying are everywhere. But what if I told you that by simply changing a few habits, you could save thousands, reduce stress, and live a more fulfilling life? It's not about giving up everything you love, it's about choosing what truly adds value to your life and cutting out the excess. In this video, we're going to show you how to stop wasting money on things you don't need. We'll reveal 6 common items that are draining your wallet and making your space feel crowded. If you're ready to save money, clear the clutter, and live smarter, keep watching. Trust me, these simple changes could transform your life. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Say goodbye to expensive coffee habit. We've all been there. You walk into your favorite coffee shop, order a latte, and before you know it, you've spent $5 on a cup of coffee. Multiply that by 5 days a week, and you're looking at over $1,000 a year. It doesn't take long for those small purchases to add up. The good news is you don't have to give up your caffeine fix to save money. In fact, you can make your own coffee for a fraction of the price. According to a study by the National Coffee Association, 64% of Americans drink coffee daily. But instead of splurging on expensive cafes, you can brew your favorite beverages at home with a quality coffee maker. Start by investing in a good grinder and quality beans. A decent grinder can cost as little as $20, and you can pick up a bag of coffee beans for around $10. Brew your coffee in a French press or pour over, which gives you a similar taste to what you'd get at a cafe. Another simple trick is to make iced coffee at home. You can brew a large batch, let it cool, and store it in the fridge. When you're ready, pour over ice, add a splash of milk, and enjoy. Not only is this more affordable, but it also allows you to experiment with flavors and customize your drink to your liking. Also, think about the latte factor. This term, coined by financial expert David Bach, refers to the money you waste on small purchases like coffee. If you put that $5 a day into a savings account, you could have an extra $1,825 a year. Imagine what you could do with that money. The key is being mindful of where your money goes. When you add up the costs of your daily coffee habit, you might be surprised. A $4 latte every day can cost over $1,400 a year. Switching to home-brewed coffee might take a little getting used to, but the savings are worth it. Chapter 2. Unplug the subscription sinkhole. Do you really need that extra streaming service, magazine subscription, or app? Subscriptions are designed to keep you hooked, and before you know it, you're paying for things you don't even use. A recent study revealed that the average U.S. household spends around $275 per month on subscription services. That's over $3,000 a year. The first step in cutting back on subscriptions is reviewing what you're actually paying for. Take a look at your bank statements and make a list of all your recurring charges. You might be surprised to find that you're still paying for things you don't even use anymore. Are you still watching all those channels on cable or using that music app you've forgotten about? A great way to streamline your subscriptions is by consolidating. For example, instead of paying for multiple streaming platforms, choose the one that offers the content you enjoy most. Services like Netflix or Hulu are constantly updating their libraries, so you don't need every option available. Another trick is using free alternatives. You can find plenty of great movies, TV shows, and even audiobooks at no cost. Public libraries offer free access to a variety of media, and apps like Tubi or Crackle offer streaming content for free, with ads. Let's not forget the subscription boxes that seem to pile up. From beauty products to snacks, these services often promise convenience but can quickly become a drain on your budget. If you're tempted by a subscription box, think carefully before you sign up. If it's something you really enjoy, great. But if you're only using a fraction of what's included, it's time to cancel. Did you know that 35% of people admit to forgetting about subscriptions they've signed up for? This phenomenon, known as subscription creep, happens when small charges sneak past us. By reviewing your subscriptions every few months, you can prevent this from happening. Finally, think about cutting down on app subscriptions. Many apps offer a free version that might meet your needs. If you do want the premium features, see if a one-time purchase is cheaper than paying monthly. Over time, those small changes can save you big money. Chapter 3. The anti-mall mentality. Forget impulse shopping. Walking into a mall or scrolling through online stores can trigger something in our brains that makes us want to buy. We've all had that moment where we grab an item just because it's on sale or because it's too good of a deal to pass up. This impulse shopping habit is a major source of wasted money. According to a report from the National Association of Shoplifting Prevention, impulse buys make up 80% of purchases in retail stores. That's a huge chunk of your budget spent on things you didn't plan to buy. To avoid falling into this trap, you need to recognize when you're being influenced by marketing tactics. One strategy is to make a list before you go shopping and stick to it. Having a clear list of what you need can help you stay focused and avoid unnecessary purchases. This applies not just to grocery shopping, but to clothes, gadgets, and even online purchases. Another useful technique is to wait before you buy. Research shows that if you wait 24 hours before purchasing something you didn't plan for, you'll likely realize you don't need it. This cool-off period allows you to think about whether the item will truly add value to your life or just add clutter to your home. You can also unsubscribe from email lists that promote sales. It's tempting to click on an email that says, last-minute deals, or clearance sale, but those are just tactics to get you to spend more. By unsubscribing, you eliminate the temptation altogether. Have you ever noticed how retailers use certain colors and layouts to make you spend more? Stores are designed with psychology in mind. For instance, studies show that the color red can stimulate action, which is why clearance signs are often in red. Simply being aware of these tactics can help you make more conscious decisions. Also, consider the cost per use rule when buying anything. Instead of thinking about the initial price, ask yourself how often you'll actually use the item. If it's something you'll only use a few times, it's probably not worth the money. Lastly, think about whether you really need more stuff. Often, the most frugal choice isn't about saving money, but about being content with what you already own. A clutter-free home leads to a clutter-free mind. So, before you buy that trendy gadget or piece of clothing, take a moment to ask yourself, will this truly improve my life? If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the rest of the series. Chapter 4. Cutting the cable cord, and why you won't miss it. The average American household spends over $100 a month on cable. That's more than $1,200 a year. But here's the thing. Most of us don't even watch enough TV to justify the cost. With the rise of streaming services, cutting the cable cord has never been easier or more affordable. The first step to cutting your cable bill is assessing what you actually watch. With cable, you're often paying for hundreds of channels you never use. Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus give you access to a wide variety of content without the hefty price tag. In fact, subscribing to just 2 or 3 streaming services can still cost you less than a single cable bill. Think about what you watch the most. Do you love sports? Consider services like ESPN Plus or Sling TV, which offer sports channels without the massive cable package. Are you a movie buff? Services like Netflix and Amazon Prime provide a huge library of films and TV shows for a fraction of the price. Another great option is to use free streaming services. Platforms like Tubi, Crackle, and Pluto TV offer movies, shows, and even live TV channels for free. Yes, they come with ads, but if you're really trying to save, ads might be a small price to pay for free entertainment. Don't forget about digital antennas. These devices let you pick up over-the-air TV channels, which is perfect for watching your local networks without a monthly fee. The upfront cost of an antenna is relatively low, and you'll never have to pay for local broadcasts again. By making the switch to streaming and free TV options, you can save up to $1,000 a year or more. Plus, streaming gives you the freedom to watch what you want, when you want, without being tied to a rigid TV schedule. Once you make the change, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Chapter 5. Avoiding the designer trap. How to love secondhand. We live in a world where new is often seen as better. But when it comes to fashion, you don't need brand new, designer clothes to look stylish. In fact, secondhand shopping can save you hundreds of dollars and is much better for the environment. The secondhand market is booming. According to ThredUp's 2022 resale report, the resale market is projected to be worth $82 billion by 2026. That's a lot of money saved and a lot of clothes kept out of landfills. If you're not already shopping secondhand, it's time to give it a try. Start by exploring thrift stores and consignment shops in your area. You'd be surprised by the high-quality, stylish items you can find for a fraction of the retail price. Plus, many secondhand stores curate their collections, so you're not just sifting through piles of old clothes. Online platforms like Poshmark, Depop, and ThredUp make it easier than ever to buy secondhand items from the comfort of your home. You can search by brand, size, and style to find exactly what you're looking for. And because many sellers offer discounts, you can snag designer pieces for up to 70% off retail prices. One of the best things about secondhand shopping is that you can find unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that you won't see everywhere. Vintage clothing has made a major comeback, and it's not just for the fashion-forward. In fact, purchasing vintage items can help you create a more personalized, sustainable wardrobe without breaking the bank. Additionally, secondhand clothing is often better made and more durable than fast fashion items. Many older clothes are made with higher quality fabrics and construction, meaning they'll last longer. So, when you buy secondhand, you're not just saving money, you're also investing in longevity. Finally, remember that buying secondhand isn't just about saving money, it's also about reducing waste. The fashion industry is one of the largest polluters in the world, and by purchasing secondhand, you're helping to fight back against that. You'll look good, feel good, and save a lot of money along the way. Chapter 6. Excess furniture equals excess stress. Declutter for cash. When you look around your home, what do you see? Do you have furniture you never use or clutter that just takes up space? In our consumer-driven society, it's easy to accumulate things. But the truth is, excess furniture adds more than just physical clutter, it adds mental clutter too. The average American household has more than 300,000 items. That's a lot of stuff, and a lot of it ends up collecting dust in closets, basements, and garages. According to a study by the National Association of Professional Organizers, 54% of people say they feel stressed about the clutter in their homes. So, why not do something about it? Start by looking at each piece of furniture in your home. Does it serve a purpose, or is it just taking up space? If it's not used regularly, it might be time to part ways with it. Selling furniture online can be a quick and easy way to get some cash back and free up space. Platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and OfferUp make it easy to sell your furniture locally. Not only will you declutter your home, but you'll also be helping someone else find a great deal. Plus, the money you make from selling unwanted items can go straight into your savings. If you're not ready to sell, consider donating. Giving away furniture to charities like Goodwill or Habitat for Humanity can help others in need. And remember, donating is often tax-deductible, so it's a win-win for your finances. Don't forget about the environmental impact of excess furniture. The furniture industry is responsible for a significant amount of waste, and the process of manufacturing new furniture has a major environmental footprint. By repurposing, selling, or donating your items, you're doing your part to help the planet. Another benefit of decluttering is the sense of freedom it brings. Studies show that a clean, organized space can reduce stress and increase productivity. In fact, a 2016 study by the Princeton University Neuroscience Institute found that clutter can actually make it harder for people to focus. So, decluttering isn't just about saving money, it's about improving your mental well-being. Remember, minimalism isn't about getting rid of everything you own. It's about surrounding yourself with items that truly add value to your life. When it comes to furniture, less really can be more. A few well-chosen pieces can create a more functional and comfortable living space without the excess. If you've enjoyed these tips and want more ways to live a frugal, stress-free life, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss our next video.